call me a crazy person, but I put Batista at first base this game. I've seen worse. I've seen guys put this guy at third base with that terrible fielding. If you put him anywhere in the infield, put this dude at first base, and that's what I'm doing. I wanted to leave Gwynn in the lineup since he's kind of been heating up a little bit, and I wanted to get Batista back in the lineup, so I put him at first base, and I'm still looking for a first baseman, so why not leave Gwynn in the outfield? It was either that or put Reggie Jackson at first base, and I don't know. I'd rather have Batista at first base, and yeah, I'm still looking for that first baseman, so I don't know. I wanted to get Batista back in the lineup, so I guess first base is the only place I could put him. I mean, Batista has been butchering shit in the outfield. The guy is a terrible outfielder, man. No joke. So, I mean, he's probably going to do a better job at first base, for God's sakes. But in this game, I was facing BUMGARNER, and I was kind of getting to him early. Right there, he's able to not get the double play, so I'm looking to get something going.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ichiro looking up. Gone!
Ripken and Brandon Phillips getting the squad going early in this game, very early in this game, jumping on BUMGARNER with 4 runs and 4 hits in the first. I thought this guy was going to pull him out. I thought this guy was going to leave after this, but he stays in the game. Samardzija is on the hill again. I don't even know why I kept this guy in the starting rotation. He stinks. I think I said in the first video I pitched with him that he was pretty good. That is not the case. This guy stinks. But I did pick up another pitcher. Jose Fernandez is now on the squad, and God knows when I'm going to be able to get gameplay with him. I thought I would just come out and say that I got Fernandez because it's like, I don't know, like it's a toss-up when I'm going to be able to even get this guy on the mound. So yeah, Samardzija will not be pitching any longer for the team. This guy will be sold, probably thrown in the garbage forever. And that's kind of another reason why I've been putting off getting a first baseman, is because I'm trying to spend all my stubs at the moment on pitching. And I mean, Batista might be able to hold the fort down at first base, at least for a little bit. He does have better fielding than Fielder and Ryan Howard. So I think so. I think he definitely has better fielding than Prince Fielder. I don't know about Ryan Howard, might be the same. I think, yeah, it might actually be the exact same with 54 or something like that. But I don't know. Batista might be able to hold the fort down at least for a little bit at first base. And if he starts making fucking ridiculous errors, then I'm obviously going to be looking at getting a first base. I don't even know who to get, because a couple of people have been saying for me to get that Adrian Gonzalez, and I don't know why I was even thinking about getting him, because the reason why I didn't want to use Ryan Howard anymore is because he stinks against lefties, and that Adrian Gonzalez only has about 44 contact versus lefties, so it's pretty much the same thing. Ryan Howard had about 71 contact versus lefties, but his vision was in the 30s, so that was fucking terrible. So yeah, I'm trying to get a guy who's good, who has good contact versus righties and lefties, possibly good power and a good fielder, because yeah, man, I haven't had a first baseman yet in this game with above like 70 fielding. I don't even think, I'm just trying to think if I had any first baseman who had good fielding. No, look at Altuve over there jumping up in the air and shit, making double plays happen. But yeah, first baseman, that Adrian Gonzalez probably won't be an option, because I'm looking to get guys who can hit on both sides of the plate. And yeah, I forget what guy it was, but they were saying, yeah, I forget who it was who said it, but he was telling me to get a certain guy, and he didn't have good fielding either. So I'm not looking at getting any guys with bad fielding, because it is just biting me in the ass half the time with these bad fielding first basemen. And that Mark Teixeira, actually, that's going for around 100, and flashback Teixeira, that's like 130,000, I'm pretty sure at the moment, is pretty nasty, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know if I want to spend 130,000 stubs on a first baseman. His fielding is like 95 or something, so that's crazy. So pretty much nothing's going to get by him if he's at first base, and he has good power versus righties. I think he just has good hitting stats and good fielding, so I don't know, maybe, I don't know what is going to happen, and I don't know, I've been looking to get Yadier Molina too, that diamond Yadier Molina, since he is on the market for like 90-something thousand. I know I have Yogi Berra, and he's been doing a pretty good job at the plate, But he does give up some weird-ass shit, like just blocking and shit. Like, I don't know. Just weird shit happens with Yogi behind the plate. Doesn't block a lot. His blocking is like 85, so you think he would be able to block most of the shit in the dirt. That is not the case. The guy lets by a lot of the shit. He does throw at a lot of guys, but I mean, Yadier Molina has like 98 fielding, 99 arm strength, so who the hell is going to be running on that guy? Plus, he has good hitting stats, and his vision is about 94, so I'm looking to get him too. And his secondary position I was actually looking at was first base, so I don't know if I would look more of an idiot playing Batista at first base or picking up that Diamond Molina and then playing him at first base and keeping Yogi Berra behind the plate, because he has been doing good at the plate. He's hitting about 310 or something since he's been on the team, and he's been coming up with some clutch hits too. I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on in the infield. It's like it's a toss-up now since I just got rid of Ryan Howard. But I mean, I was struggling to get on the board with some hits after I jumped on Bumgarner in the first inning. We are now going into the 6th, and I just got that first hit, I'm pretty sure, with Crawford in the top of the 5th. I went about 4 innings without getting anything, and then first batter of this inning with Reggie Jackson is going down swinging, but then Batista is getting on the board again with that single to left field. Cal Ripken, this fucking guy is crazy, man. He is insane. He has not put up a game where he hasn't gotten at least 2 hits, and another clutch hit coming from Ripken. Batista stumbling around third base, close play, but he's able to get in there, so it's now 5-0. 5-zip. Fuck Jesus, I hate Darren O'Day. I hate submarine pitchers. I am the worst of all time ever to be born on planet Earth at hitting submarine pitchers, and it sucks because it seems like everybody has fucking Darren O'Day. I just hate looking at his fucking face, for God's sakes, and everybody has him. So this guy comes out with Ichiro, gets a base hit, and he's laying one down with Altuve. Okay, so he is threatening, I guess you could say, with 2 guys on, 1 guy in scoring position. And I was thinking about taking Samardzija out at this point, but he gets the K on the next guy. So 2 down now. Bogarts is up at the... Ay, Samardzija, dude. Holy shit. I was so close to taking him out right after that. And then after that happened, I was like, all right, may as well just finish this inning, because I think he was coming to the plate in this next inning. So I was going to put a... Yeah, he was. So Gwynn was leading it off, and then Samardzija was coming to the plate next. So yeah, I wanted to leave him in so I could put a pinch hitter in form and then put somebody else on the mound, probably put Betances in or something. I put in Joe Carter to pinch hit for him, pretty sure, but he just flew out. I think that's what happened with him, and then Crawford just grounds out right there. So yeah, I put Betances in. Everybody sits on fastball with this guy, I find. So I was getting him on the fastball, though, a little bit with this guy. Like the last couple guys I pitched, or the last couple guys I played where I pitched Betances, they were sitting on fastball more than I've ever seen sitting on fastball. So I was just dropping in knuckle curves, and they were swinging so early, laying down another bunt. Fuck sakes, man. Fuck sakes. I was saying right after that, if I get somebody in scoring position or something like that, or if somebody on first, I'm laying down a bunt. I don't give a shit if I take heat. Batista taking a weird-ass route right there to first base, but luckily gets the out. So yeah, this guy lays down 2 bunts in the past 2 innings. I laid down 1 bunt in like a 5-game span, and then some people give me heat for saying I always lay down bunts or something. No, that is not the case. So I didn't even give a shit. If I got somebody on first base or something, I was going to move him over to second, because this guy did have the momentum, if you ask me. I was only able to get, like 3 hits after the first inning. So this guy definitely had the momentum. He was coming back. I was just nervous on the mound, man. I was just scared to throw anything on the mound. And then, yeah, I didn't get anything in the top of the 8th, so that's why I didn't show anything there. But in the top of the 9th, I'm looking to get the bats going, because like I said, this guy had the momentum, if you ask me. So who else do you want leading off? Ripken gets another base hit, and the next guy, Phillips, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Phillips laying down a bunt, able to get on first with the base hit right there. Nobody can pick it up. There's like 10 guys around it. Nobody can pick it up. And then Gwynn. Jesus, look at this shit. That is pretty much a bunt as well. That is a single right there. So I'm going to the pinch hitter. I am putting somebody in who you wouldn't even think to be put in the game.
Nick Swisher will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
This is lined into right center field, and that's going to be trouble as this will head toward Triple's alley. 2 runs have scored. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
I know you guys were sitting there like, what the fuck is this guy doing putting Nick Swisher in the game? That was actually the flashback Nick Swisher, and that guy has pretty good, actually he has very good power against righties, like 95 or something, and he clears the bases going into the bottom of the 9th, so that is huge right there if you ask me, man. I needed to get at least a run back because I didn't have a good, if I had to go into the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run lead, that wouldn't have been good because the 9th inning, for my sake, is always very interesting. More interesting than it should be, and then Rodney comes in, gives up the leadoff single right there. Could have possibly been a double, but I'm getting the next guy on the K, so there's 1 down, and I'm looking to just end it. I'm looking to end it, but he's sending one to the gap, I guess. What is this guy doing? He doesn't send the guy home, but he does late. I'm able to throw him out at the plate. That is a huge brain freeze from this guy right there. So there's 2 down now. So he's down to his last strike after that foul ball. Full count, 2 down. Rodney, end it, Rodney. Just end it. Ground out to Phillips right there. So that is game, set, and match. What a clutch hit from Nick Swisher, dude.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he wound up being a pretty tough out. You see the 3 hits, 2 of them were doubles, and he was a real headache every time he stepped to the plate.